Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by for another video. I appreciate that. And so we got two more possible hurricanes forming in the Atlantic. Now we all know the Jose is still up in the air, but from the most part we believe at this point it's at least going to affect the East Coast somewhat with rain, rip currents, and in other ways as well. But as of this point, Jose is not supposed to make direct U.S. landfall. I mean, we are, I believe it's supposed to skirt the East Coast for the most part before making possible landfall up towards, the Atlantic City area and all that. But this article is going to be about Lee and Maria. It says Hurricane Lee and Hurricane Maria next, question mark. Path updates as storms follow Hurricane Jose. It says Hurricane Jose is forecast to reform over the Atlantic today amid fears that Hurricane Lee and Hurricane Maria could be on the way. It says Tropical Storm Jose is expected to strengthen back into a Hurricane Jose later today, bringing high surfs and rip currents to the U.S. East Coast. Two other storms are also brewing over the Atlantic, sparking fears that the next hurricanes named Lee and Maria could form soon. Tropical Storm Lee is set to form today out of what is known as Tropical Depression 14 near the Cabo Verde Islands off Africa. And right here, as you can see it right here, this is thought to become Hurricane Lee very soon. It says the second storm is only just beginning, but it could eventually develop into Hurricane Maria amid fears that it might threaten the Leeward Islands. So it's going to be like this right here. The X is what could possibly be Hurricane Maria as well. And it's projected to kind of take almost the same path as what we had with Irma, it looks like. Right now, obviously it hasn't even formed yet. But and then they're also fearing that Hurricane Lee here could also take sort of the same path. So, and we're going to get into Tropical Storm Norma in another article as well later on, and that one is in the Pacific on the opposite side of the country. But we got hurricanes coming at us from every which way right now here in the States. It goes on to say meteorologist Ryan Mayo tweeted Atlantic tropics ramping up again, in a few days. We'll have three swirling out there: Hurricane Jose, Tropical Storm Lee, and probably Hurricane Maria. Maria, if it develops as quickly as the GFS model indicates, could be a really big problem for the islands in the Caribbean reeling from Irma. It says Americans are closely watching the new storms after Hurricane Harvey caused devastating flood in Houston and Hurricane Irma ravaged Florida. WTTG Fox 5 meteorologist Mike Thomas tweeted, Harvey, Katia, and Irma may be gone, but the tropics remain active. Jose remains in the West Atlantic, while Lee and Maria may form this weekend. The National Hurricane Center spokesman Dennis Felkin said the peak of the hurricane season is mid-August through late October, and conditions remain favorable across the Atlantic basin for systems to form and strengthen. And here's a picture you don't even see right now, Maria. This right here, this little orange area right here, this is where Maria is starting to come together and form. This right here is going to be Tropical Storm Lee. And obviously this right there is Jose, but you don't even see Maria on the map yet, but that is to come. It says Hurricanes Katia and Max have hit Mexico, while Tropical Storm Norma, who I just mentioned we'll probably get into in another video here shortly, is set to turn into a hurricane as it heads towards the Baja coast, California coast. But yeah, that's going to be about it for this one. I just wanted to give you that update right now, as we still are trying to figure out exactly where Jose may affect the U.S. or where it may go. We also now have Tropical Storm Lee and possibly Tropical Storm Maria as well, headed towards the East Coast and possibly towards Florida and the Caribbean and all that. So there may be two more hurricanes by the end of the week. Headed towards the Caribbean and towards the East Coast. So we're going to have to keep an eye on these two for sure. And like I said, I'm going to make another video on get you updated on that storm as well. So be sure to stay tuned and watch out for that video. It'll be coming shortly. But again, thanks for supporting the channel and watching these videos. I do appreciate every single one of you. I hope you all have a blessed day, and be sure to share, like, comment down below, and subscribe as well. And stay tuned, because I'm always going to update any information I get from all these storms or natural disasters or whatnot. So anyways, thanks again. Have a blessed day. Peace.